Dreamscape presents Bones and Roses by Eileen Goudge, narrated by Aimee Bruneau. Chapter 1. Since when is stealing dead bugs a crime? Officer James is smirking as he says this, like he can already see himself recounting the incident over a round of beers at the Tide's Inn for the amusement of his buddies. I want to smack him, but I can't because he's a cop, and the last time I took a swing at a cop, it didn't end well. That was before I got sober 3.5 years ago, when my definition of a marathon wasn't the kind that had you powering to the finish line with a number on your chest, shrink-wrapped in lycra and dripping sweat. Mine had me chasing shots as opposed to other runners, while being egged on by fellow bar patrons. Suffice it to say, I was lucky I didn't spend the night behind bars. But that was then, and this is now. The current situation involves the theft of a valuable collectible by a shoplifter, and not the loss of my alleged virtue at the hands of a guy who thought I'd be too drunk to notice him grabbing my ass. We're at the Gilded Lily, the shop in downtown Cypress Bay that sells decorative items and high-end household goods, where my best friend Ivy works part-time and sells her artwork on commission. One of her pieces was stolen, and Officer Friendly here is doing little to convince me the long arm of the law isn't just a figure of speech. Ivy draws herself up to look him in the eye, which takes some doing as she stands scarcely higher than his shoulder at 5'2". You think the theft of valuable artwork is funny? Atta girl. He's unrepentant. Pardon me for saying so, but this ain't exactly the Louvre. He pronounces it Louvre, as in shutters. He glances around at the displays, everything from table linens embroidered by French nuns and glassware hand-blown by local artisans to vintage items, like the Victorian brass birdcage and Art Deco martini shaker with pointedly raised eyebrows. Jerk. Okay. So the Gilded Lily's wares aren't museum quality, but they're carefully curated nonetheless by the owner, Parker Lane, the only gay man I know who prefers clutter to clean lines. Seriously, you call this art? His beady-eyed gaze settles on one of Ivy's dioramas, and he leans in to take a closer.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?